Hey everyone. People have been asking us how to do lymphatic drainage, so we're going to demonstrate right now at the My Body Spirit Expo how to do lymphatic drainage. So there's some key points, but before we do that, I'm just going to wet her face, our beautiful model Jane here, and face and the neck. You can do it with water, or you can do it with moisture mist, or you can do it with pH toner or whatever it is, right? And then we have the treatment cleanser, and squeeze a little bit of that. Oh, I forgot to wet the head as well, yeah? So we wet the treatment head, and I can hold it. Oh, that's all right, we're done now. So we turn it on, and then we just distribute the cleanser a little bit around her neck and her side of her face. So the first point is the temple, because if this point is heavy, that impacts the next point. So I'm just going upward slightly a few times. You can do it 8 times if you like. The next point is right in front of the ear. If you see this middle thing right in front of there, so I just do that upward, because that also lifts the cheek as well. So I do that about 8 times. This point is the main drain point for the face. So if the point above is blocked, that impacts this point. That's why we do the temple, then we do this one. And then the next point is right underneath it, below the earlobe, adjacent to the jawline. So we do this about 8 times. And upwards as well. And this helps with the jawline as well, if you have any drooping jawline. And then we come behind the ear. The reason we do behind the ear with lymphatics is behind the ear is there's a lot of triple Walmer meridian points, and triple Walmer meridian actually regulates the fluid in the body. So if they're blocked here, then the fluid in the body overall is not functioning properly. So we'll always do behind the ear. And once that's done, about 8 times, then we move over to just below the occiput. On either side, that protruding bone, we call it the occiput, just underneath there. For everyone, it's very tender, yeah? So we want to loosen that, because if that remains tight, that affects how the insertion of this sternocleidomastoid muscle, yeah? Because this muscle is where our lymphatics drain through here, down here, right? So if the fascia of our sternocleidomastoid muscle is tight, then the lymphatics can't drain properly. So we turn it on again. So what we do is, with this muscle, we do the belly of the muscle, which is right at the fatty bit of the muscle, the belly of the muscle, and the back of the muscle, and the front of the muscle. So by doing that, you would have softened any hardened bits here through the lymphatics, and you would have actually released the fascia as well, yeah, and relax the muscle, gets rid of that tension, and then the lymphatics can actually flow, yeah. So you can do this a few times, yeah, belly, front, and this is all downward motion because you want it to flow. So you're up here from the insertion point of this muscle and down, yeah. This muscle inserts into the clavicle, and now we've done that enough times until you sense a sense of softness. Like I can sense now this is soft. A lot of people, when I'm doing it, it's so hard. Sometimes front is soft, but the back is so hard. Sometimes a big lump in the middle, yeah? So you just keep doing it until you sense, wow, that's nice and soft. Now there's room for fluid to drain, right? And then the next thing you come, this clavicle. I call it like a river to drain it. This clavicle here, just above the collarbone. And this is where I go, right here. So I go from here to here, because now we open this up, we're down, so we're guiding this from here down to the clavicle, to the dimple bit of the throat, yeah, or the thyroid area. So I'm guiding it now through this way. Or you could just hold it here as well. That's really good, isn't it? That's really comfortable, yeah. So then now we've done the lymphatics for one side, and then you can, since I'm here at the neck, and then I finish off the neck. So you go like upward from the thyroid up right to the tip of the chin. So, oh, that was quick. Doesn't seem to be 2 minutes. So we go all the way up here and a few times. See, Jane's got a beautiful neckline already. So easy to do, isn't it? Just glides up. And then the side also we go upward and upward and upward. And here we go upward. And then here we go that way and then down and then down. So you go up underneath the chin, go up to the corner and then drain it down. So up, chin down and drain it down. So you can do this 8 times if you choose to. And if you're busy, 3 times of each one I've talked about is enough. 3 times is already making a big difference. But if you have time, I do it 8 times each one. Yeah. And then I do the face. So the face I just go upward, 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 upward. Here you can do 8 times upward and next to the nose. And then the forehead just go up and down, up and down, up and down. Yeah. And then you finish. So that's mainly on lymphatic drainage. You've done one side and then you go and do the other side.